voice of Knight Industry 2000's microprocessor, KITT for easy reference, KIT if you prefer.
Hey guys, time again for another pickup video. Yeah, I just did one last week, and here I am again doing another one this weekend. This week I was up in Chicago, Illinois. I was actually up in Skokie, just north of Chicago, doing some work out there for Federal Mogul, installing some of my equipment and all that good kind of stuff. Didn't have a whole lot of time to go retro hunting, but I did go visit a couple stores. I visited a Disc Replay that's there in Skokie. The Village Commons shopping mall or something like that, and really didn't find anything in there, but they had a few interesting things. You know, they had some Atari Lynx games in there, like Batman Returns and some other ones. They did have a Alien vs. Predator Atari Jaguar game in the box there. I don't have a Jaguar anymore. I got rid of it. I got to make room out here in my room for other projects. But anyway, I also visited a really cool retro toy store, vintage toy store, that's called Quake Collectibles. It's down on Lincoln Avenue, down towards Chicago. Really awesome store. It's a smaller store than I've been into before, but it has a lot of stuff packed from floor to ceiling. You know, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, some really neat metal wind-up robots in there. They had some Generation 1 Transformers, a lot of different Hot Wheels, a lot of Star Wars action figures, some classic Mego, Star Trek figures I saw in there. Also had some cool play sets. They had the Enterprise Bridge play set in there, a more modern play set. Takes a little plastic action figures. Kind of never seen one of those before. That was pretty cool. They also had up on the main wall, they had the very first released Lego set. That's awesome. If you look in the picture back here, and one of them, look at the very top, you'll see the box for the first Lego set that was ever sold by Lego. Pretty awesome store. I can't say enough about this place. If you're in the Chicagoland area, give this store check it out. They got other locations as well. Pretty cool place. Also in the mail this week, I got a hold of my Coleco, the official book by Anton Kluck-Renaud and JF. A really awesome book. This is pretty cool. Even include a little note here that he sent to me. Put in here, he said, "Dear Willie, thanks for your support. Long live Coleco." Yeah. Enjoy the physical copy of the book. Anton. Awesome. Little note right there. That's pretty cool. You could have just wrote it in there, Anton. I wouldn't have cared. I could have had you sign it, you know. So I'm going to keep that in there inside the book. I think that's pretty cool. This is the paperback copy, which, you know, it's fine with me. It's nice. They've got a hardback copy version of this as well. It's really awesome. Let's see. Oh, got a couple toy pickups for the Toy Tune podcast. I'm not going to talk about these on the podcast. I picked them up mainly for other people. One of them, I got a buddy that likes certain things, and I got this for him. So I might as well go ahead and show it right here. I found a Matchbox Convoy Ferrari semi-truck. Pretty awesome. I got a buddy that loves all things Ferrari. So I decided I'm going to just pick this up and send it to him. He can hang on his wall in his Ferrari collection. That's pretty cool. And then also picked up one of these Diamond Select Knight Rider vehicles. This is one called the Super Pursuit Mode Kit. Pretty awesome. You know, you push the little gas can right here, and he talks. That's pretty awesome. So I figure I'll put this up on the shelf. I'd like to get a hold of the DeLorean Time Machine in this scale as well, because these are basically my two favorite cars except for Ecto 1. I think they made an Ecto 1 in this size as well. So I got a thing for movie cars. I don't know what it is, but I think it's pretty cool. All right, now let's get to some game pickups. I found a Dragon's Lair by Data East for the Super Nintendo. It's got the characters of Dragon's Lair in it, but it's basically a side-scrolling platformer game. And you run around, you collect stuff, and you fight the enemies, and you bounce around on these platforms, stuff like that. I've not played it a whole bunch, but it's kind of neat what they did with this. I don't like the inertia, the momentum that Dirk has in this game. Like, you get running and you let off the joystick, he continues to run and slowly slows down to a stop, like a little deceleration. I don't like that. I'd rather have him just stop when I release the joystick. So when you run in one direction, you switch directions, he'll kind of still go the same direction and then go the other way. Don't care for that too much when I play these kind of platforming games. But I like the graphics. I mean, it's really neat looking. So that's pretty cool. It's only like $4 too. So can't beat that. And then for my PlayStation 2 collection, I picked up Gauntlet 7 Sorrows. Now I love Gauntlet games. And this was only 99 cents. PlayStation 2 games are getting really cheap in my area. So I've decided I'm going to start picking up some of my favorite PS2 games when I run across them to keep in my collection. And this is one of them right here. I never bought this when it was new. I played it, but I never bought it. But 99 cents, now going to be in my collection. Not retro, but I like games in general. If it's something I really like, I'm going to play it. And then for my Arcadia 2001, I picked up an Alien Invaders. Awesome, complete in the box. Now this was an eBay score. I very rarely see Arcadia 2001 cartridges out in the wild. And I'm trying to build up a collection, which you can see back there behind me up on that top shelf. Because eventually, once I get enough of the cartridges, I want to do a podcast about the Arcadia. Once I finish up the Channel F files. It's actually a pretty decent little Space Invader game. Lots of invaders on the screen. Holy cow, it's just packed full of invaders. I like it. It's not too bad. Now, my Arcadia 2001 is not having any sound. It's not coming from the console. It's not coming from the TV. I think I got something wrong with it. I need to take it apart and take a look at it. I got another Arcadia in the box sitting over there that I got some time ago. I'm going to hook it up just to see what's going on with the sound and see if it's the Arcadia or something else is going on. But yeah, that's a pretty cool little game here. Oh, this is cool. One player game, yeah. Objectives destroy the invaders descending on your city. You have 6 missiles and 5 minutes to play. Game speeds up as time goes on. Interesting variation on the Space Invader theme there. I'll give this a play a little bit more and talk about it once I get to the podcast. Let's see, I got one more thing. There it is. And the last thing I picked up to add to my VFD game collection is a Bandai Electronics FL Ree Monster. Awesome! This thing is freaking cool. It controls really nice. I love VF games. Most of you know out there that I love VFD games. And this is actually a pretty good version of a Pac-Man game. This one, the little Pac-Man dude or the Ree Monster guy can eat the dots no matter which way he's going. So it's much better than the Tomy-Tromic Pac-Man in that respect. Another thing I discovered on this game is you can hide in the warp tunnel. If you go into the tunnel, then stop and push up, you can just sit in there while the little monsters are running around the maze. That's pretty cool. And also, when you complete a maze, 2 mazes, you get a little show screen like the Pac-Man game where you got the little Ree Monster running across the screen. He comes off and he goes back the other way, chasing one of the other monsters back the other way. That's awesome. I really like that touch. So this is a pretty cool game. Pretty happy to have this in my collection now. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much short, sweet, hard beat. Until next time, everyone, keep on gaming.